My name is Fred Willis, and I am Executive Director of a company called HPN Neurologic. I played 9 years in the National Football League with the Cincinnati Bengals, Houston Oilers, and Denver Broncos. And during my career, I served on the NFLPA Executive Committee and went through 2 strikes that we experienced through the 1970s and early 80s. At this point, I'm sure you're asking yourself, who and what is HPN Neurologic? HPN Neurologic is a company that has the ability and the will to treat the symptoms of TBI, traumatic brain injury. And we especially want to do this in retired NFL players suffering from the symptoms of traumatic brain injury. HPN Neurologic develops, distributes, and promotes data-driven solutions to effectively treat, relieve, and lessen the symptoms of traumatic brain injuries, TBI, or sometimes called CTE, chronic traumatic encephalopathy. An emerging legacy of the National Football League is our generation of retired NFL players who now suffer from the symptoms of traumatic brain injury, TBI. The fact is, there was a 2-decade-long campaign by the NFL owners to deny scientific research that connected concussions and brain damage to football. The league used its power against us to discredit independent scientists who warned of the link between concussions and brain disease, relying instead on their own research and a public relations campaign to keep the public from knowing what they knew about the effect of concussions. The NFL knew about the dangerous effect concussions would have on us long before publicly acknowledging it. And the nature of our injuries are complicated and possess significant treatment and rehabilitation challenges. The ongoing symptoms of TBI are at first technically mild, though significant. Our head injuries were often overlooked or ignored during our active playing days, and it has become painfully apparent that following our release from the NFL, we continue to experience the debilitating effects of TBI. TBI symptoms vary depending on the extent of our injury and the area of the brain that's affected. Some symptoms appear immediately, others may appear several days, weeks, even years later. If right now you feel your current condition, where you are today, has pulled you out of your life plan and something is not right, and you are feeling stuck, depressed, angry, aggressive, withdrawn, tired a lot, lost, unfocused, having difficulty staying asleep, headaches, you're confused, lightheaded, dizzy, and maybe blurred vision at times. Could be some ringing in your ears, a bad taste in your mouth, a major change in your sleep habits, and behavior or mood changes. Possibly having trouble with memory, concentration, attention, or thinking. Maybe even having bouts of loss of consciousness lasting a few seconds to minutes. Sensitivity to light or to sound, possibly experiencing some nausea or vomiting even. And if maybe you're on right now antidepressant medications. HPN Neurologic is providing a plan that's being made available to you as a retired NFL player through your chapter president. The information that I have provided to the chapter president that he has or will forward on to you includes several things. Number one, a confidential outline that talks about the treatment and research we'd like to do. Also, you're going to see a confidential consent form that informs you of the purpose and participation involved in the treatment that we'd like to provide. There's going to be some testing involved. One would be the King-Devick test for eye movement that will be done by a licensed clinician. Also being provided to you will be a before and after QEEG, which is called a quantitative electroencephalogram, also known as brain mapping. Quantitative EEG is the measurement using digital technology of electrical patterns at the surface of the scalp, which primarily reflect cortical electrical activity, or what's called brain waves. These brain waves are part of the process in determining the extent of TBI that you have. Finally, and most importantly, your chapter president will provide you with an automatically returned, confidential, anonymous, retired NFL players TBI symptom questionnaire. All you need to do, it'll take about 5 minutes, is fill in how you're feeling, click a button, and it'll be returned to our medical staff. So if you are experiencing the symptoms I have outlined above, just take 5 minutes, please, and fill out that confidential anonymous questionnaire. Again, your answers will be immediately sent to my medical staff at HPN Neurologic, and your present condition, how you're feeling right now, will be evaluated. HPN focuses in on the treatment of the symptoms of traumatic brain injury. It doesn't focus in on the origin of TBI, and there is no cure right now for TBI. I look forward to working with you in attacking this debilitating disease and improve the quality of you and your family's lives. Thank you.